friends, how are you? How are you doing? How are you living? I hope that you are thriving and vibing. Let's have a look at what your guides, what your higher self, what your ancestors, whoever's looking over you at this moment, what they want to bring to the forefront for you on this day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Let's have a look. Six of Swords, Ace of Cups. Can I get some more context on that, please? Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. One more theme. Seven of Wands, the Emperor, Nine of Wands. Oh, fudge me. Okay. Okul dokals, my focals. All right. Let's get into what I see here. We have the Six of Swords and the Ace of Cups coming up. I see you moving away from things, but it's moving towards love. You might feel like you're moving away from love, but what you're actually doing is moving towards love. We're going to see what is sitting underneath that energy. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. My girl, you focusing on you is bringing you so much, and it's been coming through in the readings. There are some things coming towards you. There are things coming at you. Good things coming for you. Some good luck, some good fortune, some abundance and opportunity coming towards you. Love to see it because you deserve it. It looks like there's an energy that maybe you have had some internal conflict over boundaries with. We have the Seven of Wands, we have the Emperor, and we have the Nine of Wands. So flanking this Emperor character is a lot of this defensiveness and boundary building. So we're going to get into that as well. Let's first and foremost have a look at the things that you are moving away from and the things that you are moving towards with this Six of Swords and Ace of Cups energy. Universe, please, insight and information. What can you tell us about this energy? Wheel of Fortune. What I heard before I even pulled the cards is like there was so much abundance that wanted to come towards you, and so much love, and so much like love from your future self and love from your past self, like so much love from within you as well as external from you that wanted to come towards you, wanted to be realized, wanted to be felt, but like couldn't be because of the places that you were and the people you were around. And now that those pathways have cleared, it's like there's like a clear route for all that love to come and find you. We have the Fool. We have Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. It's kind of like, girl, you thought you knew what you were doing. You thought you knew where you're going. No. And I feel like you're leaning into the unknown. And you're leaning into the potential of what might be ahead of you. And the potential of it being so vastly different from where you thought you were going to go and who you thought you were going to be and who you thought you were going to be around. I feel you leaning into this, and I feel like you're leaning into it because you're actually feeling so supported on this new path. Ooh, what just fell out? Eight of Wands. There are going to be gifts literally falling towards you, literally just falling. And I feel like you're putting in the work to have abundance find you. But there are also going to be things that find you and you're like, how did you find me? How did this abundance even know that I was here? Because it's also going to be coming from places that you can't even perceive, that you're totally not even expecting. Anything else on this energy? The Sun. Oh, do you know how loved you are by the universe? Do you know how truly adored and like embraced? Literally the universe's favorite child is what you are. That's the energy that is coming from this aspect of the reading. It's like, you were taken away from places and from people that were never meant to be your destiny. They were probably an important chapter in your life, but like they were not where you were supposed to end up. And like the universe just has so much more in store for you. It is like so exciting. There's just, when I tap into this, there's just so much love for who you are and what you do. And like so much support is coming to surround you now that you are in a place where that support isn't going to be drained away from you. Now that you're in a place to fully receive it and not like have it be sucked out of you by someone or something else. Now that you are just this like, you are like this ready receptacle to receive. And it's like the universe put you in a place where you would be so that you could receive. I love that. I love that, y'all. It makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. Oh, y'all, good. This is good. I've had some dippy days recently. Been stressy and processing, and when I'm stressy and making moves, that's when the things want to also process, you know? Do you know, y'all know when you start moving into like different areas and you start making some different moves, or you start doing some like things, and that's just the place where all of this like gunk has to come up so that it can like wash away. Isn't that frustrating when that happens? It's like I'm just out here trying to do all this new stuff and focus on me, and then all the gunk, all the past gunk is going to come up to be processed. Or like unfamiliar places make you want to cycle back to like familiar thinking patterns. And you're like, no, stop it. Why now? I'm busy. Anyways, if you know, you know. Let's get into the 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Hella Pentacles right now. Let's go. Universe, please, insight and information. What can you tell us about this? Is that coming out? No, it's not coming out. Okay. Cards like almost jumping, but not quite. Okay. Hi. Page of Wands and the Magician. You are making the initial steps to like fully embody your most personal evolution of yourself. It's literally intoxicating being in this energy. I just want to sit in this all day, every day, because it is so like positive and confident and like contagious, and like I just feel like I can do anything. When I tap into this energy of yours, I literally feel like I am so lucky and I can do anything and everything, because everything that I do is successful. Like there is no chance of failure when I tap into your energy. That's what it feels like. It feels like you are really taking those integral first steps to become this wildly powerful version of you, and like to show yourself as that as well. We've had the Magician coming up a lot lately. What are y'all up to? You'll be doing some things right now. You'll be moving differently. You guys are cooking up some things. Y'all are cooking up something. We have the 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the Hermit. Okay. So I did touch on this. While you are growing, you know, it's like, why do we grow? You know what? I actually, so I yap a lot on my Instagram story because, I don't know, I was a kid that grew up talking to herself in the mirror. So that just extrapolates into adult that just like gets on social media and yaps her little heart out. And you know what? It's fine. I'm honoring little baby Dan when I do that. And so I'm leaning into it. And I had a friend of mine like respond to it and be like, oh, I wish I had your confidence. And I didn't say this to them, but I thought to myself, yeah, but you don't want to have to go through what I've gone through to earn the confidence that I have, you know, like, why am I so confident? I started this tangent, like, why am I so confident? Why do I do the things that I do? Why am I so like, can get on my stories and just be like, hey, I'm just here to show you how cute I am. Like, what makes me do that? You know, having been in very, very oppressive places and having to pull myself out of that. That's what took me to a place that embraces me so fiercely. And that's what's coming up in those cards. It's like, you have had to be in the thick of some hurt and pain. That is why you have this really powerful energy that shows up as the Magician so consistently, because you made yourself that way. And you understand the process that has to happen to make yourself into that. And the desire and the drive and the discipline to overcome really, really dark places to transform yourself into something powerful and magnetic, abundant. And you're still on that journey. Like, do we ever stop being on that journey? I don't think we do. There's always like another evolution. There's always more to learn. But there has been some deep, deep, deep internal work that you have gone through, but you've also been forced to confront through really, really painful, probably traumatic experiences. Some deep, deep introspection, some deep, deep, deep wisdom. I think that's why the universe is backing you so damn hard. It's like your wisdom and your confidence, it comes from alchemization. It comes from this deep-seated place of like a true desire not to give in to the darkness that exists in the world. And how do I say this? Like this unrelenting commitment to the light. Like this unrelenting faith and like this chosen faith to have in things that are good, in people that are good, in energy that is good and full of love. Because there are places and there are people that are void of that. And I think that you know that more than anyone. And there are a lot of people who might have gone through what you've gone through and would completely succumb to that and let them turn them into the same kind of dark energy, or at the very least just turn them really bitter and jaded, and you refused. I can see that you refused. You were like, no, I need to turn this into something that still leaves me in a place where I see the good and see the love and see the potential. This reading's getting muddy now, because now with that train of thinking, it's so good, it's so amazing, and it is exactly why the universe loves you and is backing you so hard. Because time and time again, when you could have succumbed to everything, like you just kept pushing for love, fighting for love, fighting for light, fighting for goodness, refusing to see the world as a place void of love, even though there are places and people that are void of love or reject love. You decide that you will not be a place like that. But that can get you into trouble, because then, and I know you know this, if you're a beautiful place of unending, unrelenting love that always wants to see the best, you know, sometimes you can end up putting that energy in places that it is not useful, because the people on the receiving end don't have the same dedication to goodness and love like you do. And I don't think you're like You don't necessarily need to be like a saint or like a completely law-abiding citizen, that kind of like goodness and righteous kind of thing. No, I just feel like, I think you're coming to terms with the fact that there is darkness in the world, and there are people that lack empathy and lack the same drive towards being of service and creating community for the sake of community with nothing in return. There are people that aren't driven by those things, and I think you accept that, but you refuse to let yourself. As I say that, it doesn't feel like the right wording, because it's not like, I think it's so deep-seated that you lean towards love and goodness and service, because it just like is so far from your mind to be any other way, that it's not even like I refuse this. It's like, I feel like it's not even an option for you to be like, I refuse. But yeah, like I said, you can get you into it can lead you towards some people and places that are just black holes that will just drain you. And that's why you've been put in this place of isolation, and that's probably why you've been going through a lot of introspection and a lot of the gunk is coming up. Because now you are not in a place where you are surrounded by people or places that are black holes sucking the joy and the love from you. And now you're in a place where the universe can give so much to you. I'm talking in circles now, but this is what's going on. This is what's going on. I love this. I love this. Oh, just know that what you're going through is so good. And if there is some stuff coming up that you're still processing, it's because you feel safe to do so, and you're being held in the arms of your future self, your higher self, and your guides to process it in the way that you need to process it. So you keep doing that. Let's get into whoever the F this Emperor is. And why am I coming up about this Emperor energy like this? Because we got bad ones coming up around them. There are some boundaries and defensiveness that have been drawn around this energy. It's like, this is what I get from your energy when it comes to this Emperor energy, right? I feel like this is not someone that you're connected to too much. But I'm getting like, there's two dominant emotions that I'm tapping into of yours, right? One, that there's this like boundary drawing one where you're like putting up a wall, being like, no, you shall not pass, right? And then the other part that is like angry. I feel like there's part of you that's really letting yourself be angry about this. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on in this dynamic. What's going on here? Guides, universe, what's going on in this dynamic? Justice, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, Ten of Cups, the Chariot, Knight of Cups. Okay. Okay, I need my yes, no deck. Okay. Yes. These cards coming up, is this my collective or is this the person that they're connecting to? Okay, let's try it again. Okay. I hesitate because I don't want to feed y'all any like a delulush-ish. Okay, but I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say one of y'all. So this could be your energy. This could be their energy. So it feels like there is this want to like storm through the barricades. It feels like, okay, this is the imagery that I have, you know? It feels like there may have been a point. Let's imagine there's you, yourself, and then the other person, and there is this like gate between you, right? And it feels like you shut that gate, right? Closed it. And what's weird about this like imagery is it's like, it's not just you standing on one side of the gate, it's you and like all these other different iterations of you as well, like a younger version of you, an older version of you, a few different iterations of like present versions of you standing on one side of the gate, and then on the other side is them, but also it's different iterations of them as well. But you have closed this gate, and I feel like this gate closed after you took every iteration of you that was standing with them on the other side of the gate back. I feel like this is going to be a very, very specific reading, but it's almost like your inner child was and had been stuck on the other side of the gate with this person that you were connected with, and you decided to take them back and not let them keep this inner child version of you with them on the other side of the gate. And then you close the gate. And then you opened the gate again. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. You opened the gate to be like, look, if you want to come through. And it was like some versions of the person you're connecting to wanted to come through, but not the present one. Probably like inner child wanted to come through. I can see like your inner child and their inner child like wanting to come back together, and being like upset at being apart. And like in some ways your inner child is a little upset with you for taking them away from, well, your inner child away from them, and then vice versa as well. Their inner child is like mad at their present self for not like coming back towards you. Anyways, you reopen the gate, and and then there's a stop. It's like nothing happened there. And then I think you close the gate again. That's what I'm getting with this like boundary drawing. So that's the imagery of you energetically with this boundary of this, with this person. And they want to storm the gate. They want to storm the gate. They want to storm the gate. They want to come through. They want to like come and make good here. They want to have clear communication, and they want to come rushing toward you. They want to make things good, and they want to bring like a love offering, and they want to like have everything be fair finally, and like have everything be just, and have everything be like squared away. Like that's where they're at. But you are only now embodying your anger, and you just close the gate again. Oh my girl. This is messy. This is a messy connection. Let's see what your guides want to have to say about this and what advice they have about it. Universe, please incite information. What can this beautiful collective do as they're navigating these boundaries, these complicated feelings? Ace of Wands, the Empress. So we have the Emperor and the Empress coming up here. The Tower. Seven of Swords. Last one. The Moon. Three of Cups. Okay, so working back, there are things that need to be said that haven't been said, and like emphasis on there are things that need to be said. Now, if you feel like you said all that you possibly have to say, then it's not the things on your end that need to be said. Oh, it's almost like if there was a destruction in this relationship, if it did fall apart, like it kind of needed to, like everything that was, like this whole relationship was built on really shaky foundations. So there was never actually going to be a possibility of building on top of that. It kind of needed to like implode in order for something to actually like happen there again. So if there was an implosion in this relationship, like it needed to happen. This was the only way that this was going to be reset, was if this like completely imploded. It's almost like every bad thing that could possibly happen needed to happen so that there could be a complete like clearing. And when I say clearing, it's like there needs to be this huge excavation, demolition, ego washing thing. Like, it's kind of like, how do I explain this? It's like the room was like a little bit messy, but no one really dealt with it, you know? And then it's like what needed to happen was for it to get like to a complete mess. For it to be like, oh my God, this room is like so convoluted. There's so much ish everywhere. We need to clear it all out. We need to clear it all out. We can't keep living in amongst all of this like stuff that we're like pretending isn't there, but like having to step around. Can I get some more on the Ace of Wands and the Empress energy? The Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The World. Oh my God. My Empress energies. Okay. Hold on, this video is about to stop. Let me restart. Okay, now this message is not for the people that were in unsafe situations. Okay? God knows that like this goes against everything that I, as your tarot bestie, would be telling you. But we have all of these wands that are like super defensive and boundary stuff. And it's like, do you think you can handle one more? Can you do one more? Can you take one more chance on this person? Can you give them one more shot to get this right? And look, if it ends badly, then nothing you haven't dealt with before, my babe. I'm sure it's just going to be like, ugh, okay, whatever. And you know what? If it ends badly, I have a feeling that this is not the worst thing that's ever happened to you. So there is a high likelihood that you have one more round left in you. That's the question. Because there seems to be this like want to... One more shot. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just look at this lineup of cards, y'all. Ace of Wands, Empress, the World. Look at this beautiful run of cards. They see you beautifully. They see you as all that and then some. Wifey material. Like, divine pair situation. Like, they hold you in the utmost regard. It's weird. It's a weird energy to sit in. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's good. It's good. Like, it's good. But I'm just tapping into your energy of like, there's a lot of anger on your part, and there's a lot of like boundaries up, and there's a lot of... But the message coming through, that is wild, y'all. That is absolutely wild what your guides are saying. Do you have one more left in you? You got one more round left in you. Can you give him one more shot? And look, maybe it's because they're going to come different, or maybe it's because there's some other lesson that your guides know is like a canon event in your life and you need to go through. Either way, that's the message. Take what resonates. Oh my gosh. Don't do anything that's not safe. If this person is literally unsafe, then this is not your message. Okay, let's get into oracle cards. Y'all, okay, this has like been a weird message in a fun way, in like an interesting tea kind of way, and not in like a heavy energy kind of way. Anyways, let's get into the oracles. It's time to come home, goddess of the sea, abundance, purification, ego. Yeah, there is a lot of that. There is a lot of ego washing going on with you, the people around you. Regardless of this like emperor energy that's like pairing up with your empress energy, this is a magical time for you right now. Absolutely magical time for you. And I think that should be the focus. The other stuff, it's just like good to be aware of. And yeah. Then Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. I see you forming community. I see you stepping into these leader roles where you're making massive impact. So, continue fighting and believing and devoting yourself to the goodness, to the light, to the love, to the joy that exists within you and exists within the people that you recognize also are dedicated to showing up with love. And if anyone wants to have another shot at having a bit of time in your day, then they better be showing up with love too, and you know it. You are far too aligned to deal with anything else. And I love that about you. I truly love that about you. I truly love how when your boundaries come up, you're giving voice to the anger, the disappointment, the betrayal that you might feel. That comes from a place of, love and heartbreak that follows that when that love gets placed in places that aren't fully appreciating it. Anyways, what a fun, weird reading, y'all. I'm going to go to bed, probably. We'll probably take my laptop to bed and do a little bit more work because she's on her grind. She's making moves. Anyways, I'm tired. Girl, I'm tired of girl boss too close to the sun. Now I'm doing things and I'm like, I just want to dance. I just want to go out and dance. But it's Monday. All right, I'm going. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will see you in the next reading.